From WFRV TV Local 5, this is High School Sports Extra, sponsored by Nicolet National Bank, with your host, Brian Roday.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into the season finale of High School Sports Extra. It's safe to say none of us will ever forget this week when the coronavirus pandemic shut down the sports world from the pros to the preps. But before the WIAA shut down the remainder of the girls' state tournament this week, one local team recorded a victory at state, and they joined me right here in studio. The Wrightstown Tigers, head coach Mike Froelke, senior Bridget Froelke, sophomore Leah Lemke. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Mike, we'll start with you. Crazy week for you. Started crazy, ended crazy. First, your daughter, Bridget, tears her ACL in practice leading up to the game. Then you guys are figuring out the restricted attendance situation. And then your season ends after a semifinal win. You don't get to play in a title game. How do you put this week into words?
It'll be very memorable for all those reasons. And, you know, I'm thankful that we got to play on Thursday. Most teams didn't get to play. And, you know, while we'll probably always look back and wonder if we could have won that championship game, we're not the only team. There's teams all over the country that wish they could have played. And
Bridget, you averaged 20 points a game. You led the state in assists, three-pointers made. Not only did you lose the chance to play in a first state game since your freshman year, but then your fellow seniors, you get to watch them experience the pain of missing their chance to play for a state title. What was this week like for you?
I was devastated on Monday when I knew that I wasn't going to be able to play on Thursday. And I just kind of like leaned on the rest of my teammates, and they did a great job of picking me up. And then I was positive the rest of the week for them, and I wanted the best for them on Thursday. And on Thursday, I was so happy that they won, but I was also very emotional about not being able to play in the game. And then when we found out we weren't going to be playing in the championship on Saturday, everyone was going through the same emotions that I felt on Monday also. And we just stick with each other, and we know that adversity hits, and when that happens, we just have to stay together as a team.
Well, luckily your college career will continue at UMKC. We wish you the best of luck in your recovery as you prepare for that opportunity. Leah, if everybody didn't know who you were before, they sure do now. There may have been limited people at the Resch Center, but a lot more people were watching at home because of that, and a career high in scoring, 24 points. What was it like to be out on the floor? Like you said, it was bittersweet because you got to play, you didn't get to play for a championship, but you had a big moment there in the semifinal game.
Yeah, I'm just so thankful that my teammates all stepped up, and Bridget on the sideline just gave me so much confidence. Every time I was over by her, she was telling me they can't guard me. Like, my confidence just skyrocketed, and I'm really thankful that she was still there to cheer us on.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that game. Your state semifinal contest against Lake Mills. Not having Bridget probably showed up, at least in the stat sheet, the most beyond the arc. Team finished 2 of 17 from downtown, but Mike, the key probably was these girls just stayed aggressive, and Leah led the way. As you said after the game, she just found ways to get to the basket.
Yeah, you know, we know that it's hard to shoot at the Resch Center, and most teams go in there and don't have great shooting percentages. So we talked a lot about getting into the paint and finishing around the rim. And Leah's really creative and scored in a multitude of ways. I think she made 10 twos in the game, so that was key for us.
And Lake Mills, I guess, ironically losing its top 2 scorers to injuries in the first half. Wrightstown taking the lead at the half, 30-26. Bridget, you're watching from the bench as this second half will start to unfold here. You see your team getting into a little bit of foul trouble. Not only that, I would assume, Mike, it's because, you know, the size of the court and everything, your rotation expands, players are getting tired. A lot of people contributing, Bridget, and a total team effort in this one to get it done, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. I mean, everybody was flying around the court, and when someone was in foul trouble, somebody else stepped up and did a better part on the team too.
2 minutes left in this game, tied at 52. We're going to see it in a few minutes. Who do we go to, right? 6'2" freshman Jordan Bickman has kind of the play of the game. It's going to be coming up here in a minute. I know that because I edited this video a couple minutes ago. But in that moment, was this the play? Is this what you drew it up? So how do you get the confidence to go to a freshman in a spot like that?
Well, Jordan doesn't play like a freshman. I think she had 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, a bunch of altered shots. She just played with a lot of confidence. Our girls have a lot of confidence in her, and we knew we needed to get the ball around the rim. So it was a nice post-up move by her and a good pass and a good finish.
At the end of the day, a 62-54 final score. Leah, you mentioned after the game in the post-game press conference, you know, your mindset be like Bridget. You mentioned she was in your ear constantly. I heard from a source close to the program that you guys go at each other pretty hard in the gym. And source, hear that? What is it about you two? It seems like you guys push each other and get the best out of each other. The term gym rat might sound like a bad phrase for people that don't know basketball, but it's probably the highest praise you can give someone who is inside of basketball. Whoever wants to go, what do you guys bring out of each other?
Yesterday, when we found out as a team that we weren't going to be able to play in the championship game, we still got together in the gym and we sat down, and instead of having pity for ourselves, we just decided to be thankful for all the things that we had throughout the season. And one of the things I said I was thankful for within the team was Leah and how much she pushed me throughout the season to keep working. There were some days where I knew I didn't feel like going to the gym, but I knew Leah would be there, and if I was going to let a sophomore outwork me, it was not going to happen. So,
yeah, same thing for me. Going into the gym, seeing Bridget shoot so well inspired me so much. Like, I wanted to be like that, and just being in there with her was just got me to where I am today.
And no, it's obviously a hard pill to swallow. You don't get to play for the state championship, but pretty cool. We're going to show you some pictures and video here. You guys met up with Platteville at the Resch Center, the would-be state championship opponent. What did you guys get out of that, getting to go out on the court one last time?
It was a special moment for our team. We were going to go up there and take some pictures anyway, but then the Platteville coach reached out to us and asked if we'd be with them. It was really classy, and we all kind of lined up one next to another. It was just a great moment, and we have a long-time relationship with them. We played against them and their seniors growing up, so they're a great team, and it was really nice.
Well, I have no idea how the WIAA is going to handle this trophy situation, but I'll tell you what we're going to do. Our chief photographer, who's also our sports photographer, we haven't had a lot of sports covered in the last couple of days, so we're brainstorming, we had some ideas, and we're going to bring it out here. Is someone coming? I think somebody's coming. Anyway, oh, good, here she comes. Everybody, Lily Zhao, she's going to be the presenter. We decided to make you guys a state championship that we think you guys earned it. So here it is. You're the high school sports extra Division III state champions.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
What do you think about that?
Thank you so much.
We get a shot on that. How about anybody? Pretty good, huh? What do you think?
Oh, it's fantastic. We've talked a lot about that. We appreciate it greatly. There's a lot of teams out there that I think are state champions. So we didn't win the state championship game, but that's awfully nice, and we appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for being here, and best of luck moving forward. We've always appreciated Wrightstown and all the support we've gotten from you guys in the community. Always said nice things about the program, and it's great to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
All right. When we come back on High School Sports Extra, we're going to catch up with the Bayport girls basketball team. They didn't get a chance to go back-to-back. We'll meet up with the reigning D1 champs coming up next.